All right, little emergency press conference. Sorry, I don't have my tripod. I'm outside Titus's 7-on-7 practice, but just wanted to react and respond to the big news last night, and that is that Ryan Grubb is going to be the new coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. And with it, I see a good, I see a bad, and then obviously an ugly. I would say the good outweighs the bad. The good is that in Ryan Grubb, you're getting an offensive line guy. So what this says to me for Mike McDonald, and we'll talk to him Monday morning at 9:30, kind of excited to do so, is that he wanted to build this team. He's going to do it defensively, chasing edges, and do it on the defensive line and line of scrimmage. And he hired a guy with an offensive line background. There's just not a lot of them in college football and pro football. There's going to be one calling a game tomorrow, and Andy Reid that has that background. He's at the very top of the game. But I love that. Ryan Grubb has coached offensive line. When you go out to a Husky practice, and I've been to a half a dozen of them, you hear Ryan Grubb. He's edgy, he's loud, he's feisty, he's tough, he's gritty. He's a guy that's had to fight for everything in his life, and he knows that everything starts at the line of scrimmage. That's with protection, that's in the run game. He knows how to create matchups. That's usually the biggest challenge for guys going from college to pro. And especially 10, 15 years ago, the spread system was all about speed and spacing, and the transition to a matchup game with the narrower hash marks in the NFL was hard to try to project a college system into the NFL. That's not the case with Ryan Grubb. It's a pro-style system. They're top 5 in the country in motion and movement and shift before the snap. He does all of that to dictate one-on-one matchups, to get his playmakers the ball, and obviously the record the last couple years speaks for itself. I think the bad is how he's going to handle coaching men. These aren't young men. There is no carrot of playing time. As I said, he can be a little tough. He can be a little gruff. He can get after the guys a little bit. How he kind of manages those relationships. Scott Huff, his offensive line coach, who looks like he's going to bring along, how they do that. Just handling grown men with grown contracts and guaranteed money versus guys that are 18 to 22 that are, fighting for their chance, fighting for their opportunity. I think that that's where some of the maybe personality adjustment and just maturity adjustment that comes with coaching grown men and not young men at the college level. The ugly is obviously what's been reported, and we'll figure out a little more of that in the days ahead. But if indeed this news was waiting for that 30-day portal to end, it's just yet another sign that what's going on in college football is unsustainable. It's gross. It's why coaches are leaving. It's why any of them that have a chance to really jump into the NFL are doing so. Something's got to happen from a rules, a regulations, a leadership standpoint in the college football game, or we're going to continue to have really messy situations like this. All in all, I think this is an A move for Mike McDonald, most importantly because it fits what philosophically he wants to do, and that's play this game and win this game at the line of scrimmage.